Welcome to The Jump. I am Rachel Nichols. This is Amin Elhassan. This is Steven Jackson, 2003 NBA champ. We are going to be joined today by Klay Thompson. We are going to be joined today by Michael Rappaport. Before we get to any of those people, though, we have to discuss what a crazy news day it has been in the NBA today. Can barely keep up. Kevin Love is going to be out for 6 weeks because he has what the Cavaliers called a loose body in his knee. I know you guys have probably run across a loose body before,
He's had a couple of loose bodies.
not in the way Klay did because his required surgery. So that is obviously a huge hit for them because they have had other injury issues. And then on the flip side, one of their biggest competitors in the East, the Toronto Raptors, have apparently made a trade for Serge Ibaka, first reported by The Vertical, and didn't really have to give up that much for this trade. A first-round draft pick, Terrence Ross. Shout out Masai Ujiri, right, for doing it again. So the question is, Toronto finally makes the move we all thought they needed to make. Kevin Love going to be out on a depleted Cavs team and probably puts a little bit more pressure on David Griffin, to make a move there for the Cavaliers. Which is the bigger headline here? Which do you expect to have more impact on the Eastern Conference?
I mean, for me, it's Kevin Love being out because it's not necessarily, I'm not trying to say that Cleveland is going to go on a massive losing streak or anything like that, but Kevin Love being out is the opposite of what LeBron James was demanding a few weeks ago. This is less bodies, not more bodies. So that means LeBron's got to play more minutes, right? And he's got to do more in those minutes. And that's kind of what the drum that you've been beating all year long, is that it's not about now, it's about
June,
May and June. Is he going to be as fresh as he was last year when he did get a lot of rest?
Like they say, what he said. I agree with you totally.
Right.
I mean, not having Kevin Love when JR is just trying to get healthy and come back, it's going to hurt the team. And what they was trying to do is limit LeBron minutes. This is the totally opposite.
K-Lau, though, now with DeMar DeRozan and Serge Ibaka, that's formidable. What do you guys think this does to Toronto and how tough they might be in the East?
Serge wants to be a three-point shooter. You know, the knock on him in OKC was he didn't post up. All he wanted to do was shoot threes. Just what you want, Serge. You can go there and shoot threes all you want. It's a perfect situation for him.
Yeah, I think what Jack is saying is absolutely correct. Offensively, he's going to help them because even though they're a good percentage team, they don't get a lot of threes up. They don't have a lot of three-point shooters outside of Lowry, really. And so this gives them another shooter on the floor and gives DeRozan and Lowry more space to operate.
Exactly.
I'm going to steal some knowledge from someone else. Kevin Pelton on the Lockdown podcast said today.
ESPN's Kevin Pelton.
Yeah, ESPN's. Of course, everyone knows who Kevin Pelton is.
Just saying.
So Kevin Pelton said the Raptors, when Patrick Patterson is on the floor, are 13 points per 100 possessions better than when he's off the floor. So basically what's been happening is when Patrick Patterson doesn't play, they fall apart. Now that you've got Ibaka coming, who's a better version of Patrick Patterson, that makes up for that slack time that happens when Patterson's not on the floor. So basically they'll have one or the other on the floor at all times. That's going to help them a lot.
It's going to be interesting for the Raptors, too, because Lowry and Ibaka share an agent.
Yeah.
Both those guys are going to be looking for new contracts this season, this off season. Ibaka has to be convinced to stay there in the first place. It's a lot of sort of how this goes for the future. And then, of course, the Kevin Love domino falls with the All-Star game. How do you expect that position to be filled? Who would you like to see?
I have to go with Bill. You know, they third in the East right now. He's been playing well. They've been playing great as a team. And, I'm looking at the East. They're not too far from that #1 spot Washington is. So I'll give it to Bill. I think Bill deserves it.
Bill,
2 points.
Bill's played well. The Wizards have played well. Apologies to my guy Goran Dragic. They played really well, and he's been a big part of them coming up. But I'm going to go with Carmelo Anthony.
Nice.
And for no other reason, I want to troll the Knicks.
You can't let this man go on vacation.
No,
he has not had a hard enough couple weeks. Let him have his break.
I want him to be recognized and loved because he's not getting it in that building over there on 33rd.
He is an all-star, though.
He might have to trade jerseys, though, while he's he might have to go from east to west. I mean, you don't even know what's going to happen with Melo. That is a dangerous situation.
He knows.
He knows.
Well, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true. I think he should be able to get his rest. It is interesting. Typically, Adam Silver has just sort of chosen whoever the next person was the coach is voting, which we don't know who that is, but he has discretion.
I wonder who. Can we guess? Can we get that full screen again so we can guess who it would be?
Well,
maybe not.
Yeah, exactly. He's got some discretion there, so it's going to be interesting to see who it is. All right, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we will have Michael Rappaport to talk about the Knicks situation because you know you want to hear that. And then Klay Thompson is also joining us. See you in a minute. Welcome back to The Jump. Amin Al-Hassan, Steven Jackson still in the house, and we are thrilled to welcome in Klay Thompson, who is joining us thanks to Built with Chocolate Milk.
Hey, Klay, I like that shirt. They could have got you a better shirt, but check this out. I think my skin tone is more suitable to. My skin tone is more suitable to promote chocolate milk. You more like vitamin D or whole milk or something like that.
Why did you go there?
Man, chocolate milk tastes way better. Come on now. Ask your kids.
This man is nice enough to come
You
to
get
hang
home,
out
ask
with
your
us.
kids what you gotta have.
Warriors teammate. Come on, little Warriors love here, please.
We got a lot of love.
Stacks, you know, Klay Stacks loves you. You know that. All right, we need to start out with you sitting last night against the Nuggets to rest the sore heel. What is the deal with the injury? Should we be worried? Do Warriors fans need prayer beads? I mean, give me the scoop here.
Should not be worried at all. I'll be back tomorrow night. It was just precautionary. It was, man, it was tough though last night, man. The Nuggets warriored us. You know, they hit us with 24 threes. I mean, it was some great shooting. So give them credit. That's a team we might see down the line too in the first round. But don't be worried, Warrior fans. I'll be back tomorrow night.
All right, no prayer beads. I liked what Steph said after the game. He said we got served a slice of humble cupcake. And speaking of cupcakes, the last game you did play in was over the weekend in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, did you see the tweet that your dad sent? If that's a cupcake, I'll
Yeah, that was that was pretty funny. That might have been the only good tweet he's ever had, though. But that was pretty good.
That was classic. That was classic.
What was it like to just be in the middle of all
Man,
that craziness and noise and all that banana stuff?
Yeah, it was amazing, honestly. I loved it. It's rare in the NBA season you ever experience a game with that much hype during the regular season, and it was crazy. It felt like the NBA Finals in there, and it was obviously the OKC fans were out for blood, but it was a lot of fun. You know, you as a competitor, you embrace those moments, and hopefully it's the same thing when we go back in late March.
Now, your coach, Steve Kerr, joked that maybe when you guys and Russ are at All-Star together, maybe we can have some healing. You could sing a song together. What do you expect at All-Star? Are we going to see a little kumbaya or what?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nah, none of us can sing. None of us can sing at all, so I hope we don't sing. Got no type of vocals. I don't know, might play like cards or something. That's a good way to bond. Play some poker or maybe some dominoes. I don't know. We got a lot of time to kill before tip-off, so we'll find out.
Do you see any thawing there? I mean, KD was kind of trying to be nice for the first two games, but then we saw these two going at each other in this game. It kind of seems like KD's no more Mr. Nice Guy here.
Nah, and he's a really nice guy off the court. I'm not going to lie, but I realized how competitive he was till I was on his team. He's a tireless worker, and he's the most effortless scorer I've ever seen, him and Steph. So it's a blessing to be on the same team as them. It makes my life a lot easier. And yeah, he's a killer, and they call him Easy Money Sniper for a reason, because he makes it look so easy. And it's ridiculous. He's 7 foot. How do you block that shot? You know, you can cut him off from every angle, but he just kind of leans back, 7 foot, just shoots right over you, and he has some of the best touch I've ever seen. The man's shooting like 53, 54% from the field, something ridiculous, which is just crazy as a wing man.
Yeah. If you had to guard him, Klay, how would you guard him?
We saw how he guarded. Did you see the game 6 last year?
Yeah, I'm gonna give away all our secrets right now. This is crazy. The jump is out to get me. He's trying to get our scouting report. So if I had to guard KD, what would I do? Man, he could beat you in any type of way. He gets to the free throw line. He can beat you from 3. He can post you up. He's great in transition. The man is a great finisher in transition. So if I had to guard him, I'd probably foul him a lot, just try and get him off the game. And
yeah. I guarded them players tough. I know it's tough.
I don't know. Yeah, you know it's tough, Steven. He's long, man.
So, hey, Klay, how you feel about defending the three-point championship this year?
Oh, I'm excited. It's nice not having Steph there because, you know, that's my biggest competition, I would think. But can't underrate these other guys. These other guys can shoot. Kyrie's a great shooter. I mean, CJ's a great shooter. Wes Matthews, a ton of guys. I mean, Kemba even. So I'm in it to win it, that's for sure. And I'm picking myself as a favorite, and it's just
I got you repeating too, bro.
Please tell me, though, you
Okay,
gave
I
Steph a
appreciate
little
that.
bit
That's
of a
warrior love
hard
right
time,
there.
though, right? Tell me you gave Steph a little bit of a hard time that he's running scared from you. Please.
Give him a little bit, but we'll go at it one more time before our career's over. Give him a little bit of a hard time, though. You know, I wanted to see that. Everyone wants to see that grudge match. I mean, we shoot against each other every day in practice, but it won't be the last time. We'll see each other again in the competition.
I like that. Big scoop here. All right. Now, I have to admit, I did a little advanced scouting on you. When I was with y'all over the weekend in Oklahoma City, I got some interview prep from Draymond and from Steph. We went over particular questions I might want to ask you. Here were their suggestions to me. See if you can, see if you can guess. They said, I got to ask you about Rocco. I got to ask you about surfing or skateboarding. And then I could ask you about reading a newspaper and how much it annoys them when you go in and they're buried in your newspaper all day. So I'm going to give you dealer's choice. How should we wrap up this interview? Which of those 3 topics do you want to discuss?
Man, probably Rocco and the newspaper, because I got a good lesson from the newspaper.
What's your good lesson on the newspaper?
I just think, I mean, we're so, especially my generation, we're on our phones so much all the time. Even me, I'm a bad culprit of it. That my mom actually suggested this to me. She's like, Klay, instead of staring at your phone pregame all the time, why don't you like get a newspaper or a book and read that before a game, try to take your mind off things. And I was like, Mom, that's a great idea. So I started reading the sports section because, you know, I try to read the business or arts or entertainment, whatever. My mind gets kind of bored. I like reading the sports section, and I like reading about high school hoops or college basketball, and just like kind of old school feel, you know. I like the feel of the newspaper. So shout out to my mom for helping me with my new pregame ritual. And then Rocco is I love Rocco. That's my little homie, and he's actually here right now. I don't know where he's at, but he's running around this gym right now. He's probably in the back.
I got a bigger version, Klay.
But he's yeah. Oh, really? A big bulldog, American. Yeah, I love bulldogs. They're great. They're friendly. Okay, those things are huge. Yeah, I'm gonna get Rocco a brother one day. He's kind of. I think either like a German Shepherd, a Pit, or a Rottweiler. Something to go. Cause he's little. You know, he's like this big. I need to get him a big brother, and that'd be a funny little combo. But I'm gonna get him a brother one day.
I like that Rocco is with you. It is Valentine's Day. I know that Rocco the dog is the most important other being in your life, and I'm happy that you can share Valentine's Day with him. I'm also happy that you're reading newspapers. Excellent message for the people out there. Press on. Good journalism pays off, and we thank you for being here with us. We appreciate it, Klay. We'll see you soon on the road.
I appreciate you guys having me, and believe it or not, I actually watch your show all the time, so it's cool to be on it for once. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it, man. Thanks, Klay. Appreciate it, bro.
And we will be talking to you through the television very soon. All right, thank y'all for joining us. We will be back after this break with Michael Rappaport. It'll be fun, don't miss it. And the Jump is heading to New Orleans on Thursday and Friday for All-Star Weekend. You've heard of Lollapalooza, Coachella. This is Jump Fest 2017. Dozens of special guests stopping by. Main stage, side stage. If you're in the area, you can go to oneiota.com for tickets to join us in the audience. All right, welcome back, our friend Michael Rappaport rejoins the show.
My guy.
Very happy to have you. I need to wait a minute before I ask you about the Knicks because I'm not ready for it yet.
Yeah. You got to build.
So, I got to build to that. So I want to start by asking you guys about Magic Johnson. He is at our headquarters in Bristol, Connecticut today. It almost sounds, guys, to me like he's on the campaign trail. Here he was on First Take.
From here on out, it has to be one message, one team, one voice, because if it doesn't come to that, the losing continues.
And by the way, let me just, if you were in suspense, he thinks he should be that one voice. Yeah. How messy do you guys think this is going to get over at Lakers? Because you know Jim Buss doesn't want to give up that power.
Here's the thing, Rachel. It can't get messy if there's only one voice there. If Jimmy Buss ain't around, then it can't.
Use a computer.
I'm just saying. I like my analog memes.
You got to do the laugh.
No.
Do you think Jim Buss is going to be gone?
Look, he's the guy that dug his own grave when he said 3 years ago, if we're not contending in 3 years, I'll remove myself. Well, guess what? 3 years are up.
Get rid of him. Who is Jim Buss? What do you know about basketball?
Well, I mean, he is
He's a
part owner.
I get to know what I'm saying. As far as basketball, what do you know about basketball other than your father gave you this team? It's like Magic Johnson, he should be like, please take this off of my hands. Magic Johnson is loved. He's respected. He knows the game. He has experience. I mean, he doesn't need a resume. He shouldn't be campaigning anything. They should be like, please, and give him all reins. He should make all decisions, and he should control the team. Jim Buss, take a walk.
I mean,
take a walk.
Magic comes in, gets the team, the organization to a winning organization. They all win.
Right.
He's not going to lose his spot. Yeah. Let Magic take over. Let him get him back to the winning attitude, to the way the Lakers organization is known for, and then just collect your money.
I'm just saying, the dude told us, regardless whether it's Magic or if it's Steven Jackson or Michael Rappaport or
That's
Nina
a good
Razor,
idea.
whoever
me
it
and
is.
Jack's running the Lakers. If it doesn't work out with Magic,
Can we
me and
just
Jack.
pause for a minute to consider what a Steven Jackson,
That
Michael
would be
Rappaport,
awesome.
It's been run up the
NBA team
flagpole
would look
before.
like.
It ain't the first time it's been run up the flagpole.
We definitely have a no snitching policy.
No, absolutely.
That's the first order of business. No, but the
I'm
point
just
is,
thinking about what the giveaways are in the arena.
Oh, we'll be
I mean,
fine. It'll be nice. Family friendly.
Yes.
Sure they would. Go ahead.
no, my point is this. It's cool that it's Magic, but even if it wasn't Magic, this dude dug his own grave. It's time to put the headstone in, go back to being an owner, and be quiet.
Can I just say one thing? If you've never made a layup on camera, you shouldn't be in control of any basketball decisions in professional level.
All right.
Period.
I agree.
Hold on.
Period.
You just eliminated yourself.
No, please look at the celebrity game. I'm the former MVP. My footage is out there.
Oh boy.
It may just be a layup, but it's out there.
A layup.
Please.
A layup. All right. It is time to talk about the Knicks. Can you show America your shirt?
Oakley.
Yeah.
King of New York. The real king of New York.
Love you, Oak.
Bands.
We with you, Oak.
James Dolan and Charles Oakley yesterday met with Adam Silver with Michael Jordan on speakerphone, because why not? Silver released a statement saying that progress was made between the two and that Dolan would welcome Oak back to the Garden. Isn't that just so darling and sweet of him?
Thank you.
But Oakley was on the Dan Le Batard show with Stu Gatz, and, well, not so fast on this reconciliation stuff. Take a listen.
If James Dolan invites you to be his guest at a future Knicks game, will you accept that invitation?
Right now, no. I told them yesterday. I don't know why they think, it's a swimming pool for the water. It takes a while for the, when you drain it. It don't go away because you said count to 20.
Did the ban get lifted during this call?
I don't know what got. It's not about a ban. It ain't nothing about none of that right now. It's just about me getting myself together, going on with my life.
And Oakley went on to say in that interview that he doesn't necessarily want the ban to be lifted. He wants an actual public apology from James Dolan. And, Stax, you feel the same way, right?
I mean, I agree. I mean, when you're the owner of a team and you have to get a well-respected man like Michael Jordan, another owner, and the commissioner of league to tell you how to handle things that go on in your arena, that lets you know you're a child, you're a clown. Yep. Somebody else, there's no other arena that owners own that have other people to come in and tell them how to handle their situations. You shouldn't have done that. And by the fact that he's apologizing to Oak, he know he was wrong for the whole situation.
And I agree. The fact that we had to get a guy who crushed so many dreams of New Yorkers to end this nightmare just goes to show that how bad it is. I mean, the whole thing is sad. I'm glad it's quote unquote over for now. But it doesn't help the franchise. It doesn't help the fact that we're losing. It doesn't help that we're in turmoil. It doesn't help the Carmelo of it all. I think it's a little Band-Aid to sort of stop the bleeding right now. It was a very upsetting thing, the whole thing, as a New York Knicks fan, when it sort of died down, I was like, it made me sad. Yeah. The whole thing as a fan, it hurt my heart. Literally Saturday, I was like, I feel bad about this.
The sad part, Oak getting ejected, that was regrettable. But the sad part is everything that came after that.
I agree.
Everything that came after that where they're implying he has a drinking problem multiple times, when they're parading out a bunch of old flunkies and all that. That's the part that's embarrassing. That's the part that's regrettable. And by the way, Oak said he doesn't want an apology for himself. He wants them to apologize to the fans.
Exactly.
People like Mike.
It's a mess. It's a mess in New York, and I'm glad it's over, but it ain't over. It ain't over. Free Charles Oakley.
There we go.
Free Charles Oakley.
We will continue with this. We do want to get to Nick
I need that shirt.
before we go. We got number one, Make Aggression. 6 Sixers forward Rashawn Holmes misses a free throw and takes out his aggression. Yeah, that's.
I'm going right back to that free throw line and ask him, are you out your mind? Don't ever hit my hand that hard again.
Make the free throw, dude.
It ain't the first one you missed.
Yeah.
Your whole team sucks.
I didn't miss it for you.
Yeah, look, Sackett doesn't look happy about that afterward. I wouldn't be either. All right, miss awareness. JaVale McGee returned to Denver, picked up right where he left off, taking a Steph Curry pass off of his face. Michael, do you miss Nuggets, JaVale McGee?
You know what? It's been a while. He's been due for one. I have no problem with it. He's been doing great all season. He's got the little shag in the back. I'm staying off for JaVale today.
Oh, look at that. That's so nice.
I was on Steph. I was on Steph.
Yeah, let's blame Steph.
Look, I'm going to just say this. I know they're not on our network, but I can't wait till Thursday to see what Shaq going to say about this.
All I got to say is at the beginning of that Thunder Warriors game, it was the JaVale McGee show, so who knows? All right, JM says D-Leaguer Derek Jones Jr. gave us a sneak peek at his dunk contest debut during layup lines last night. Steven, does he have a shot to win?
Yes.
No. Gordon is going to do it again.
Nah,
so?
let me tell you something.
Dude,
This kid right
that
here,
was sick.
That was ill.
shout out to my man John Bloom. He's the play-by-play guy for the Northern Arizona Suns, the D-League team that Derek Jones plays for. He said this kid is full of confidence. He has absolutely no fear. He's amazing. You know what his nickname is? Airplane mode.
That's good. The Thunder missed 24 straight shots last night against the Wizards. How is this even possible?
It's the NBA. It happens. You have nights like this, but just make sure it's not contagious.
They ate too many cupcakes.
Yeah, rap.
That is it from Los Angeles. Thank you to our cast of characters. Maybe they'll be running an NBA team by the time they come back tomorrow.
Let's
Thanks to
do it.
Klay Thompson. See you later.
Free O.